Hi, I'm Corky Man. And there are so many marriages right now that are so frustrated, they're lonely, they're sad and struggling, or just ignoring their spouse. Their marriages are just going downhill. 49% of marriages has been statistically figured out that they call it quits. They just call it quits. They don't even try any harder. They just figure there's no way out. And 49% just give up and just live like roommates. But there's another 2%. 2% live in love, in happiness, with passion, and they connect. They have support. They support one another. They have this wonderful romance of a relationship. That 2%, I want to show you how that 2% can come about. Today, I wanted to show you this is the first step in many different lessons. This one is how to diffuse a situation that may not be quite like you want it. How to diffuse a struggle, how to diffuse a frustration, one of those. So let's go here to my sharing board. Okay, pretend that this is her and this is him in the marriage. Now you both go to sleep one night and you've been, kind of snipping at one another, which is kind of typical in your marriage, let's just say. And so you wake up the next morning and you're like, I'm going to put my shield up and protect myself. And he says, I'm going to do the same thing. There we go. We got our shield up. I'm going to protect my heart and no one can get near it and no one's going to crush it, right? The only problem is you can't get close to one another when your shield is up. And you can't try and fix your problems when the shield is up. Now, when there's a problem, here's what I have found that happens. You dance around it and he dances around it. And it's like, I don't want to get into it. If we do, then it's just going to be a lot of loud screaming or silence or somebody storms out. Just don't want to get to it. So I will just ignore it. Pretty soon it starts to smell kind of stinky, like left out garbage, right? And it gets a little bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger. Pretty soon, you're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to do something about it, right? The only way you can is and then you have fights if you leave your guard up. So you have to take your guard down. But what if you both took your guard down? Let's just do a what if, okay? And one of you came around the problem. I'm just going to pick her because I'm a girl. But either one of you, doesn't matter. Doesn't always have to be the same person either. And take each other by the hand. Now, if it's too intimate to hold hands, then hold pinkies, pinky fingers. Hold your pinky fingers like this. And, just take it lightly, take it slowly, and start to discuss what you have. What are you talking, what is this? What is the issue that we have? What is it that we want to have happen with this problem? You want to take yourselves around here and you're going to go all the way around the problem. And then you turn to one another and what is in it for them for you to fix the problem? And what's in it, for your spouse, meaning them. So what is in it for them? In other words, listen to what they need out of this problem. What would be a good solution for them? Now, I know most people want to just ignore it, but that's not going to change things. The more you ignore it, guess what happens? Wow! Pretty soon it's so big, it's pushing everybody out of the house. So you have to get to a point where you're going to have to talk about it, right? Oh, I think I made it too big. I can't get to the points. There we go. So let's make it smaller. Okay. But this is still too big. I mean, it's as big as the two of you are right now. So we've got to have to do something about it. But when you're two together, it's not between you anymore. It is on the outside of you. Now, discussing it in a rational tone is going to make this get smaller. Okay, come on. There we go. So it gets smaller as we're talking about it. So honey, what would you like to have happen with this? What do you think we should do? Oh, honey, I'm not real sure. Maybe you know what we should do. And you go back and forth. And most times you're going to be a little bit leery about it. Now, be careful and be patient with one another's hearts, because right now you've taken down your guard. Remember those guards, those shields? Okay, you've taken those down. So that leaves you vulnerable, and they are vulnerable. You don't want to step on anybody's heart right now. You don't want to crush it. It's very, very sensitive right now as you're working these things out. Now, actually, if you just look at the situation, it could be pretty easy to solve. You have your opinion and he has his opinion, or he has his opinion and she has her opinion. So let me show you some things. Now, here's the top mistakes in marriage and working on improvements. One of you rolls your eyes, or actually both of you. So if you do, just realize that you have to take it slow. You've got to take it slow and be patient with one another. Huffing and sighing, that's body language, big time, saying, I don't want to do this. Frowning, come at it like, okay, I'm going to try really hard to have our marriage work, to have us be able to come up with a simple solution for this issue. That's basically all it is that you're going to do. So leave the grumpiness behind, leave your blaming. Okay, Corky said to do it this way, and now we're doing it wrong. We're supposed to do it that way. So none of that, no blaming, no making each other wrong, no grumpiness, no loud, short bursts of words. And these are all things that make it so you don't want to do it. So stay calm. Now, if the temperature in the room is explosive, then you know that you need to calm down. And sarcasm. Now, sarcasm should be, let's see if I can do this. Sarcasm should be like this big. This is one of the tip-top mistakes in marriage. And I left it last so I could talk about it more. But sarcasm is like, it's abuse. Downright, if you look at it, it is verbal abuse. But it's all put in it. Oh, I was just joking. Joking hurts. Joking hurts. So let's pay attention to this, to be cautious and careful about what you say in your relationship. When you're discussing this issue, let's leave sarcasm out, keep things calm, grumpiness, huffing and puffing, rolling eyes. Okay, all of that. That's a big mistake. It's a top mistake. Okay. So here's the best ways to make it work. Now, while I'm doing this, you can take a picture of these things. It might, just use your phone, or if you can figure out how to do a snapshot of your screen, go for it. The best ways to make it work is to take a deep breath. Okay. Now let it all out. You might want to take 3 or 4, because sometimes things get steamy. Now take your shield down. I showed you how to do that, right? Okay, here's your shields. Okay, so if there's a shield and it's up and it's between you, you got to take that down, because we can't connect with your shield up. Whoops, I'm going to make it bigger here. And what's some of the others? Smile, relax. Relax your shoulders, relax. Just, don't go to sleep, but relax. Just calm down and just relax. Be careful with their heart. They're putting their heart out on their sleeve right now. See, it's on their heart. I mean, it's on their sleeve. Just be careful. Don't step on their heart, because they're not going to want to do this again. Have caring words. Carefully, thought out, caring words. And remember, right now, when they're talking, it's all about them. Please. It's all about them. Don't say, oh, how come it's always all about you? We're not going to play the kid game. Okay. We're not going to play the blame game. We're going to get to the bottom of this and get to the bottom of this struggle, of this frustration, of this issue in your life. So remember right now that it's all about them, and you listen. Let me put that on there. There. Listen. No, where's my dot. There we go. And appreciate their efforts that are being made. In other words, if they really didn't want to do this, tell them how much you appreciate that they're doing this. You know, you want their input. You want them to help you come up with a solution to the situation. So that's what this is. And the more you talk about it and calmly and find out what they think is going to be, get their opinion. How are we going to make this go smaller? You know, the bills didn't get paid last month. How are we going to fix that? Okay. Now, we could yell and scream at one another, or you could write down, okay, we could first call the bank and tell them we screwed up, and then do this, and then do that, and then, you know, come up with a solution together, whatever it might be. I don't know what your issues are, but I can tell you this works in all issues. If you can together hold each other's hand, take down your guards, have those guards way down. Actually, we'll just bring them. Well, let's see if I can move it. Okay. There, bring it out of the picture. And take your issues and make them smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So all you got to do is just take and kick it. And I can't do this too easily. Fly away. So you can have, and then you get a new one. What are you going to do? It's small right now because it hasn't gotten stinky and big, right? Take care of it. Kick this one out of the way and let it fly out. Get rid of the issues right as they come in. Take care of them, because then there's no heartache, there's no frustration. There's only connecting and support and love toward one another. Now, this might have seemed really hokey with the little cartoons and so on, but I can tell you, if you use this, if you truly use this, you're going to find answers. You're going to be able to see how the two of you can connect, and how the two of you can handle your issues together, frustration, and have a happy home. Number one, importance is patience, because this is all new. You didn't get a manual when you got married on how to take care of issues like this. You didn't get instructions on what to do. The main thing is, if they're trying, give them love for that, appreciate it, and have patience with them. Have patience. Don't get hurt. Oh man, they're not trying anymore. No, take it slow, take a deep breath, and relax. Take all the daggers away, all the machine guns and all of the sharp things that you have that come from your mouth, the words that you say, and take all those things away and have patience, have love and concern. And listen, this is your honey. This is your sweetheart. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. Enjoy your day.